Welcome to Central News, I'm Hilary Entwistle. In today's news, Waikato University Sport and Leisure Studies graduate Renee Hanna is the first student to be appointed to a new and prestigious Sport New Zealand graduate program. The Sport New Zealand graduate program aims to develop future sports sector leaders and build and enhance relationships with New Zealand's universities and Sport New Zealand partners. Renee has represented New Zealand at several World Championship water skiing events, volunteered for the Waikato Academy for Young Achievers, worked as a personal trainer and has coached water skiing and wakeboarding. She sees this as a great opportunity for her career.
So the program is a 2-year position for Sport New Zealand, and there's only one position available. So I head down to Wellington to spend a year there in the offices at Sport New Zealand, and I'll spend a year learning about the business and going into different sections of the business. So I'll do a month here and a month there, meeting all the different people down there, gaining a whole lot of contacts, and I'll be given some little tasks, and basically I'll work alongside people down there. And then from what I've learnt in my year down there, they'll then send me back up to the Waikato to either a regional sports trust or a national sporting organisation, and they'll give me a project and I'll have to run that project for the year.
This week has been a big week for Hamilton's 100-year-old municipal pools. Supporters of the pools had a 100th year birthday bash on Saturday and attended a council meeting on a report on the condition and future of the municipal pools.
Well, Sink or Swim decided it was so important to put on a celebration about this pool because it was 100 years old and the council wasn't actually going to show any sort of celebration, so we organised one and we had the most wonderful turnout of people. It included swimmers like Gail Johnson, who has been an Olympic swimmer. We had Rob Hamill come, the long distance rower. We had a world triathlete stilt walker who paraded up and down the street here with banners. We had children standing on the street with banners. We had the most wonderful 3-tiered chocolate cake to celebrate, which was made by one of the local cafes, Hazel Hayes. And the turnout was incredible.
Christmas is the key time of year to purchase property in Tauranga, according to valuers, as property prices decreased by 1.2% in the last 3 months. According to the latest statistics, the median house price in Tauranga is $423,865. QV valuer Nikki Harris says the momentum in property value increases at the start of the year has eased slightly during the last 3 months, making it easier for potential buyers to buy this festive season. Now for our region's weather for the weekend. Saturday for you, Hamilton will be fine with a few light winds. Your expected high is 24 and an overnight low of 9. Tauranga, your Saturday will be fine with light winds and an expected high of 24 and an overnight low of 13. Hamilton, Sunday will be pretty warm and fine with a few light winds. Your expected high is 26 and an overnight low of 11. Sunday for you, Tauranga will have cloudy periods and a northeasterly. Your expected high is 24 and an overnight low of 14. Just ahead, Hobbiton's new addition, the Green Dragon. Welcome to Central News on TV Central. With the Hobbit movie now in cinemas, the excitement around our region is bubbling. The Hobbiton movie set located just out of Matamata have tapped into this excitement and built a new addition to the tour to help quench the thirst of a fun-filled day exploring Hobbit holes. Amy spoke with Shane Forrest to find out about the new addition.
Well, we've just launched the Green Dragon Inn, which is a bar pretty authentic to the movie. The outside was used for the shooting of it, and now we've built back into the hill, extracted the hill away, and actually built an actual function centre here. So it's all looking pretty good, and it's pretty authentic to the movie with a lot of carvings and things like that.
And what is special about this place?
Well, a lot of hours have gone into it. It's special. It's like nothing else in the world. It's been created by the same people that built the set for the movie. They've come here, designed it for us, so it's all pretty authentic to what there is. There's carvings everywhere, all throughout, and a lot of stained wood and plaster and things like that. So it's pretty amazing.
So tell me, how is the bar incorporated with the tours at the Hobbiton movie set?
All the tourists, they go out and do the tour of Hobbiton. Now they're able to, as of 3 days ago, come over the bridge and visit us here at the Green Dragon. They come over and they've got one of 4 beverages to choose from, and they get to sit down and spend about 20 minutes just living it up in Hobbiton.
Yeah, so tell us about the beer. What's unique about it?
Well, the beer's made specially for us. It's made by a company called Good George in Hamilton, so we've got someone local providing that for us, and we've got a lot of comments on how good it is. So we've got Girdley Fine Grain, which is an amber ale. We've got Sackville Cider, which is an apple cider. We've got an Oak Barton Brew, which is a beer that's slightly warmer than the other one, served around 8 degrees, made of traditional English hops, and also a ginger beer for the hobbits that are driving home.
Now, the Green Dragon has been up and running for a few days now. Tell me, how's it been running so far?
It's going really well. All the tourists seem to be really enjoying the little add-on we've put on here. Everyone thinks it's great and they just want more time here, to be honest, and just looking around and appreciating all the detail that's gone in to make such an amazing centre that we have here.
Yeah, and have the numbers been rising with the release of the movie due very soon?
Yeah, we've noticed quite an increase. To do that, we now run tours every 15 minutes. Previously we ran about 7 or 8 tours a day, and now we've gone up to 4 an hour, so between 9:30 and 4:30. So yeah, we're just doing that to meet the demand of people that want to come in and experience Hobbiton and be a part of all the hype at the moment.
Are there any authentic pieces around the Green Dragon from the movie?
Yes, we're lucky enough to have a few tables and chairs that were left over from filming that they've left us with. Also a few pieces around like fishing rods, walking sticks. All the plates that we use were used in the movie or recreated from the actual moulds they made, and also our steins and little tumblers that we use for all our beverages here are all pretty authentic and made from the moulds from the movie as well. So yeah, we're pretty lucky. We've got quite a bit that's real, and of course the whole front of the building is from the movie.
I also spoke with Russell Alexander to find out about the international media launch of the Green Dragon.
We had 120 media that had all been to Wellington to the premiere, and they all flew up here and were present. They brought the 10 dwarves up, or 10 of the dwarves I should say, up to the Hobbiton movie set, because it's the first time I'd actually seen it. They actually hadn't done any acting here, and they did lots of interviews with them, and then obviously were there present for the Prime Minister coming and the whole opening of the Green Dragon. And I think your husband even poured the first beer for the Prime Minister, or with the Prime Minister. Yeah,
he was very lucky. Now, tell me about the development of the Green Dragon. When did it all start, and how many tradesmen were involved with the project?
When did it start? Officially, it was 11th of June, but we probably started the planning 12 months ago. And well, it was actually the thought process was a long time before that. Years probably in the idea stage. And then probably the diggers went in about March, starting cleaning out the swamp, because a lot of it's built on reclaimed swamp effectively now. And a lot of the preparations for March, April, but I know a lot of the official start date for all the different builders was 11th of June, so it was about a 5-month build, and got up to, I think some days we were feeding about 70 different builders or landscapers, or the different roles that people were there for about 70, and those people came and went, so there was different people that required early on, and then they'd go and others would take their place. Scenics and painters would come in late, so yeah, I don't know how many in total. It would have to be several hundred, I suppose, that were involved in building it from start to finish.
Now, how do you think the expansion of the Hobbiton movie set will benefit our region?
Benefit the region? Well, I think the best thing we can do is keep developing our product, and if we can make that better. And I look at the Green Dragon as the icing on the cake and complete the experience for people and a wow factor, and it gives a new experience that people want to come for dinner and functions, and just completes it. Now if we do a better job, hopefully that's more visitors, which obviously affects the region because there's more people to town, so more people getting petrol and going to the bakery at lunchtime, etc, and obviously we're employing more staff, and that it's more employment in the town, so hopefully there's a flow-on effect.
Now you were one of the lucky ones to attend the premiere down in Wellington. Tell us about it.
Yeah, obviously it was exciting to be part of it. I'd been to a staff and crew premiere the day before, way back in 2001 I think it was, for the Fellowship of the Ring, the first Lord of the Rings trilogy movie. But this time to go to the whole red carpet thing was obviously exciting and pretty cool to be part of it. And the whole buzz of the whole city and all the people and the crowds, it was phenomenal, yeah.
So how can our viewers find out more and come and visit the set?
The easiest way generally is the website, but they can just ring up. But the website, hobbitontours.com, and all information should be on that, or ring up. And there's tours leaving here every quarter of an hour now, and in town every 3/4 of an hour from the eyesight. So it's pretty easy to come in and have a look if people want to.
Up next, a Christmas event with a difference. Welcome back. Time to get into the festive spirit with a trip for the whole family to enjoy. You can view the beautiful trees at the Meteor next week. Amy spoke with Gus Rowe to find out more about the annual event.
Well, about 4 years ago, one of our workers, who was the art curator for Stations of the Cross, an Easter art installation, came up with the idea of doing something at Christmas, and thought that getting people to decorate trees and enter them in a competition, but also have a fun celebration about Christmas, would be a great idea. So that's how it got started, and it's been going about this will be the 5th year.
So what are you fundraising for, and how much are you hoping to raise this year?
Well, originally our intention was just to have a great event, but we decided that given that we probably would raise a little bit of money, it's not a lot, and with the spirit of Christmas, the giving idea, that we would give the money, any profit away. And so the first part was, again with the trees theme, was to give some to Arosha, which is a Christian environmental and conservation group. And then realising that at Christmas time, sometimes people are lonely, and sometimes for people it's painful, we are giving money to the Women's Refuge and to the men's night shelter that runs here in Hamilton.
All right, so moving back to the Meteor, the trees at the Meteor, are there specific genres for entries, or will viewers be seeing a large array of themes?
Well, they will see a large array, but up until now we've had a variety of categories like Kiwiana, avant-garde, gadgetry, Pacifica, and all those ideas. This year we're going for one main category, which is just called Trees of Awesomeness. And then there's some what we think will be smaller categories, and that's mini tree, so that's a really small tree, edible trees, and then those kind of crazy knitted Christmas jumpers. Yeah, so we'll kind of have those on display as well.
So who can come along and take a look at these masterpieces?
Anybody can come. It's open at 7 o'clock starting on Tuesday, the 18th, and it runs through until the Saturday. Goes through till 10 o'clock each night. And then on the Saturday there's a matinee from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. So if there's families who can't do the night part, then they can come to the matinee. And it's $5 at the door, and for that they get to see the whole thing and get a free hot chocolate or coffee at the end. So yeah, basically anybody can turn up.
Now, entries have closed for the Christmas decorators, but what else do you have going on for the event for all to enjoy?
Right, well, we've always tried to make it interactive. So in the past, last year, people were actually able to record their family singing a Christmas carol, and we would load it on YouTube, and so family members around the world could see it. But this year, they can do some Christmas cards on flax. So we've done some flax cards, and they can participate in helping make those, but also use those to make cards. If they bring a T-shirt, they can drop the T-shirt off when they buy their ticket, and then by the time they've finished going through Trees at the Meteor, it will be screen printed with the Trees at the Meteor theme, which is compassion, not consumption, so they get a logo, Trees at the Meteor logo, screen printed free on their T-shirt if they drop it off, or any kind of T-shirt, I guess, or shirt. So there's a variety of things, interactive things they can do at the event.
And when and where will this event be held?
Right, it's here at the Meteor Theatre, number 1 Victoria Street. It starts at 7 o'clock, Tuesday through to Saturday, finishes at 10, and then there's a matinee 10 till 2 on Saturday. So it's all over by Saturday the 22nd.
So who is this event supported by?
Well, our principal sponsor is Thompson's Timber, ITM Thompson's Timber, and then Mount Gabriel Christmas Trees and Backdoor Surf Shop. They are our major sponsors. We have a few other sponsors who are donating prizes or goods for prizes for the different categories, but those are the principal ones here.
And how much planning goes into this event?
Right, well, quite a bit. After any Trees at the Meteor, the organiser, Dave White, sits down and does a review with some of the key workers and key volunteers, and then probably middle of the year, the work really starts cranking up, and again, Dave puts a lot of planning into it and then gets a group of people to work as a kind of working party. And then by the time the event comes around, there's probably 50 to 80 volunteers. In fact, the whole thing is done by volunteers. Nobody gets paid to put it on, but there's a whole group of volunteers who do all sorts of tasks, creative tasks. This year we've been enjoying the benefits of some art students from Fraser High School who've done a great job. And yeah, but there's just a range of people who really get stuck in and make it happen.
So moving on to a different subject now, can you tell us about your 25 Gifts of Goodness calendar?
Right, that's a new idea this year. A lot of people will be familiar with the tradition of Advent and Advent calendars. So a lot of Christian churches or Christian tradition will have this countdown to Christmas called Advent. And the tradition is that you light candles through it. You also open up little booklets or windows of things to celebrate and to count down. The idea of the kind of random acts or of goodness is giving people some ideas of things they can do that really reinforce the compassion, not consumption. So if you get the calendar on any particular day, it will tell you something to do. So it will give you an idea of something you could do that would be an exercise in giving or compassion, and most of them are quite creative, but it's just something that kind of jogs people each day into thinking, gosh, yes, I could do that.
So how can our viewers get their hands on one of these? Right,
well, they can go to the website, which is Trees at Meteor, but probably the best way is on Facebook. If they go to Trees at the Meteor on Facebook, they can find it on Facebook. All the information's there and they can download the calendar.
To find out more, visit treesatmeteor.co.nz. Just ahead, ways to protect your house this holiday season. If you have just joined us, welcome to Central News. With the festive season well and truly on its way comes the burglary season. And unfortunately, the silly season also means more alcohol is consumed. I spoke with the Area Commander, Inspector Clifford Paxton, to find out how you can avoid these negatives this holiday period.
We would always encourage people to join a neighbourhood support group within the area. A lot of it comes down to making sure that your house is well secured when you leave, that items aren't left lying around that people can use to gain access to your house, to ensure mail is cleared from your letterbox, that where possible you've advised your neighbours that you're going to be away for some time and get them to keep an eye out for your place.
Would you recommend those timing things on your light switches to kind of trick people that you're there?
I think there's some value in trying to ensure your place doesn't look as those people away for long periods of time. So anything in terms of trying to make sure the house is looked after, it appears looked after, it appears there's people living there, is valuable. So even things like having a vehicle left in your driveway, having lights come on with a timer, have people coming in to check your house and the like, certainly does assist.
Do the Bay Plenty Police put out more preventative measures around the burglary season?
We've put a significant focus into burglary in recent months. We've had a number of places left insecure, valuables left within sight, which unfortunately people have taken advantage of. So our message to our community is to make sure that your houses are left secure, valuables locked away out of sight. If you see people acting suspiciously around your neighbourhood, give us a call and we'll certainly attend. But we do need our communities to be vigilant in relation to people that are wandering around the area and perhaps a little bit unusual circumstances.
Now, it is nice to keep the Christmas presents under the tree at Christmas time. Is that just asking for trouble?
No, I think we always need to take a pragmatic approach. People enjoy Christmas and it's part of the Christmas season to have presents under the tree. I think we just need to make sure that where possible our houses are kept secure. So if you're working out in the back garden or the like, that your front door is locked. If possible, pull your nets or drapes during the day so people can't see directly into your lounge and see what's under your Christmas tree.
So if we do get home and our house is broken into, what should we do?
You need to phone police immediately. Don't touch anything or move anything, and we'll be able to give you some advice and guidance over the phone as to where to from there.
Now with the festive season there is a lot more alcohol consumed. Will there be more police out on the streets monitoring the alcohol bans and disruptive behaviour?
We have rostered more staff during the summer period. to focus on alcohol-related offending. Part of that also is focusing on our high-risk days and times and locations to ensure we can try and prevent things getting out of hand. Our advice to members of the community always be moderation, look after each other, take care, and don't put yourself at risk.
And will you put out more checkpoints?
Yeah, similarly to other alcohol-related offending, is that yes, it will be a focus for us over the summer period. We do have more people out and about, and with that, unfortunately, does come an increased use of alcohol. For us, it's about ensuring our communities plan before they consume alcohol. Often it's too late once people have started to drink. So make sure you know how you're going to get home, make sure you've got someone looking after you, and you've got some alternatives. So if you've planned for a sober driver but that hasn't worked out, then how are you going to get home? Is there a phone number you can call to get someone to come pick you up so you can get home safely?
And make sure you have something in your stomach.
Yes, I mean, alcohol will affect different people in different ways at different times, but again, it's about moderation and looking after yourself and looking after each other.
Now, do you have any tips? I mean, drinking in summer, you know, it's a lot hotter. Should we be drinking more water? Should we, you know, trying to be staying away from drinking directly in the sun?
Unfortunately, I'm not a healthy expert, but at the end of the day, I always ask people to be mindful of what they're drinking. And also to ensure, as I say, they don't put themselves at risk or in places of risk. So if people are going to consume alcohol, make sure you know who you're with. You've got someone that's looking after you, someone that can get you home. Make sure you know how you're going to get home. And as I say, have some alternatives in place. Keep some money aside to catch a taxi if need be. Don't wander off alone, and make sure you look after each other.
And what are some tips to avoid drink driving?
Yes, planning. Make sure you plan before you start drinking. So as I say, if you're going to go to an event, then if you need to take your vehicle to get there, then make sure you know how you're going to get home. Is it a sober driver? Is it dialer driver? Or is it some other way that you can get yourself home again? Make sure you've got some money left over, so if need be, you can call a taxi. But you need to plan before you start drinking, because inevitably once people start drinking, they make poor decisions.
Now, if we are out about and we suspect someone is drink driving, what should we do?
Well, every circumstance is different, but if it's a person that you know or familiar with and you feel comfortable in asking them for the keys and suggesting to them, look, you've had too much to drink, you're not in a position to drive, passes your keys over. If you think you're comfortable to do that, then that's fine, then do that. If that's not working, then give us a call and we'll certainly intervene. Our preference is that we try and stop these people before they drive, because once they drive, it's never too late.
That is the news for today and this week. We really want you to be involved, so like us on Facebook and let us know your views. If you have news including your own video and photos, go to our website and hit upload. Thanks for joining us. I will be back next week with more guests from in and around the regions. I'm Hilary Entwistle. Have a lovely evening and a fantastic weekend.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.